Can 1 second change the way we see two people we have long sheltered with our imagination? Can a single glance, just one look, ignite thousands of hopes, or instead carve new doubts? Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to the K-Pop World Channel. Today we will trace a moment, a short clip that suddenly shook the fans' timelines. A scene replayed on phone screens, looped, slowed, zoomed, and then played again by millions of tapping thumbs. A scene that made comment sections explode, notifications turn red, and the community, once again, tremble. We will talk about it with a curious heart, with a mind trying to separate fact from fantasy, and with ethics in hand. Do not accuse lightly, do not believe blindly, but also do not deny how art can make us believe for a moment. Listen closely, because this is not a cold, emotionless report. This is a story about how a single fragment of footage can ignite a collective longing. At first, it all seemed simple. A shortcut from the latest film featuring two big names, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. In the circulating clip, the camera catches them standing face to face, the space between them thin. Then a small moment. A lingering look, a gesture that seems more than an actor building chemistry, and a brief touch that lasts on screen for only a second or two. That's all. Just a few seconds. Yet, somehow, those seconds felt heavy, like something wanted to be revealed, yet held back. The brief chronology is like this. The clip was initially uploaded by a fan account. In no time, the clip crossed the usual community boundaries, shared, downloaded, and recut into vertical formats for different platforms. Hashtags popped up, theory after theory. Compilations of other moments emerged, as if fans were piecing together evidence from film fragments and stage performances, shaping a narrative that made sense inside their heads. Reaction videos appeared. Lengthy forum threads grew. People writing late into the night, repeating an old pattern, searching for meaning in the pauses, putting a price on a smile, interpreting every interaction as a clue. Then, there was confession. The word confession itself was like a time bomb, igniting the curiosity of millions. A brief statement, said to have come from one of the parties involved, circulated across digital spaces. Lips copying and pasting, screens using pauses and intonation to make the statement sound like a big admission. Short quoted lines that wasn't meant for outsiders to see or, "We try to keep this," were replayed. A voice muffled, yet enough to spark speculation. It's important to note that statement has not been officially verified. Until now, there are only circulating snippets, claims changing hands, and rampant interpretation. That is the reality we must hold. Compelling? Yes. Confirmed? No. In such an atmosphere, public reaction follows a familiar pattern. There are those who scream with joy, responding to each small movement with blinking heart emojis. They create compilations of sweet moments, add a soul-stirring soundtrack, and pin them into fan-edit playlists saved on many phones. There are those who respond more analytically, dissecting camera angles, inspecting lens movement, and stressing. It's all art, all director's craft. And of course, there are those who are angry. They worried about privacy, worried that rumors will turn into slander, worried that the line between reality and fiction will blur. On the other hand, we cannot deny what this phenomenon highlights: emotional attachment from the fans. Not just interest, but a collective bond formed long ago. When two figures who once stood side by side in an influential work reappear in a single frame, nostalgic energy fires up. Fans recall old scenes, lines that once made their hearts tremble, smiles that once brightened lonely nights. This new moment bears that burden, rekindling memories. So when something ambiguous surfaces, they're willing to interpret, willing to believe, because hope is sweeter than absence. However, amid the roar, let's take a breath. We must remember a simple ethic: the difference between what is shown and what is real. Cameras can deceive. Angles, lighting, and choice of music all play a role. Directors instruct emotions. Actors, professionals, create. When you combine all those elements, a scene can feel as if it were born from reality. But a person's private life, their intimate space beyond the spotlight, should never be equated lightly with artistic effect. Treating a performance as proof of someone's private life is dangerous. We know how quickly rumors can cause harm. This is where the brief confession in circulation becomes risky, because when unverified words are treated as facts, the impact can be wide. Agencies can be overwhelmed, colleagues caught in endless questioning, and, most importantly, the private lives of the artists targeted by gossip may be disrupted. We must also acknowledge that the community, in its search for a story, sometimes builds narratives that are not entirely accurate. Those narratives can make reality feel like something one must believe, when that might not be true. Let us replay a fragment often quoted among fans. "We always try to keep boundaries, but sometimes what we give on screen feels too real to ignore." Spoken that way, or at least quoted that way, those words sound like a confession, but what matters more is how those words are interpreted. Is it a statement about professionalism or about something more personal? We do not know. There is no official confirmation. Only room for interpretation, wide, fragile, and full of hope. And here the drama unfolds. When a narrative starts spinning, its effects reach beyond the screen. Hashtags trend, fan accounts produce theory videos, and some entertainment outlets place it as a tantalizing headline. But we need to ask, what is our purpose as viewers and fans? Are we chasing truth, or are we chasing the thrill of a story? There is a subtle difference between appreciating art and invading someone's personal life. We also witness a softer but lasting impact, the change in how fans talk to each other. In forums, some plead for peace, just enjoy their work, while others hunt for proof, tracing steps like detectives. In this transformation, fandom becomes a battleground between nostalgia, imagination, and social responsibility. At times, fans become guardians of image. At others, they become rumor carriers. It is fascinating and worrying at the same time. Within the developing narrative, there are also voices reminding us not to forget ethics. A community moderator wrote, "Let the artists speak in their own time. Don't force a narrative. Don't create truth from mere fragments." Messages like this circulate, sometimes drowned out by sensationalism, yet crucial to hold on to. We must preserve the line between enthusiasm and judgment, between celebrating on-screen chemistry and imposing an interpretation. At this point, I want to repeat, softly but firmly, that everything we hear still falls within the realm of speculation. There's a clip, there are circulating claims, there are quoted lines, and there are feelings that seep in. But solid evidence? Official statements? So far, none. So, while enjoying the discussion, while enjoying the art, let us keep ethics in mind. Do not turn speculation into a verdict. Now, imagine for a moment, two big names seated on a large stage, the lights dim, the applause fading, and they look at each other. There in the silence, not off-screen, lies a story only they know. Maybe it's friendship, maybe it's deep professionalism, maybe, and this is important, just a piece of art so perfectly played that it evokes reality. We will never truly know unless they choose to speak. Before we close, let us reflect. What drives us to believe? Fear? Hope? Or simply the joy of seeing something beautiful and wanting to prolong it? The fact that we are so easily moved by a scene only confirms one thing: the power of art. A power that can spark 1,000 stories from only a few seconds. And finally, I invite you to discuss. What do you think about this circulating clip? Do you believe it's proof of a personal relationship, or merely the result of extraordinary artistic craftsmanship? How should we behave as fans when rumors begin to surface? Write your thoughts in the comments, politely, with evidence if you have it, and with respect for their privacy. Because a thoughtful discussion is the mark of mature love. Thank you for watching. If you found the script helpful, subscribe for more drama news updates. And don't forget to like if you want us to make a frame-by-frame reaction video next. Of course, handled ethically and with curiosity. See you in the next video, drama lovers. Keep your imagination safe, keep your ethics intact, and let art continue to astonish us without tearing anyone's real life apart.